This is Solid Fighter Gaming once again. I'm just gonna do a very short vid on the Firelink Shrine. A few more things. Not much left though to really explain. Where am I going here? Okay, go up here. That key I told you about, you use that up here if you choose to buy it. Another thing too is to get the seed of a giant, which is really helpful for invaders, and enemies react to invaders. That's what I tried to use in the Road to Sacrifices, and I failed to use it. I thought I consumed it, but I didn't because I was under the pressure, and that's how I really died. You know, if I would have actually used it, he wouldn't have been ganking up on me with the enemies, and I probably would have survived. So that stuff happens a lot. But also, if you're doing PvP against online invaders, which the heaviest area is Aldrich's, which I'll show you later. Or if you've seen my other videos, there's a lot of PvP fights. They're all from like Aldrich's, most of it. I would consume the seed, and you would see the knights shoot at them and stuff, and the giants smash them. That's really nice to have when the enemies try to hide behind the computer guys to get you. That's what I tried to use back there, but I didn't consume it right, so that's why I failed. But you get it from this tree here, and you get it out of randomness. Like, you can't just go pick another one up. You have to wait. You have to wait either so long, or you kill so many invaders for another one to show up. So now I have 3, which is a really decent amount, actually, because a lot of people don't have that many. So you go up here. Oh, yeah, back there is where you open the door to come up here. That's what that key's for. You open the door. I've done it already. So you open the door here. And then what you would do is you can, you go here. You go down, one of two things. You can go down here, which I'll do first. Kick the ladder down here, so it's like kind of like a shortcut. So I already did that. Here's like the crow, Sparky, I think his name is. He goes all the way back to Demon Souls. You can trade with items with him, and then he gives items back. The items list I never memorized. You can look that up online, like DarkSouls.com or whatever, or IGN. Reddit will even tell you. Wikipedia. I'm just gonna take a guess at it from what I remember. If you drop, let's just say a blossom here. I don't remember if he likes it or not. Okay, if he doesn't like it, he'll tell you, and he won't give you nothing. You can just pick your item back up. See? Now, if he likes an item you give him, he will give you something in return. Let's try a Homeward Bone. Okay, he doesn't like that either. Let's try another item. I don't use the binoculars, so let's try that. Wow, he's a picky buyer. Okay, let's try rusted. No, he doesn't do rusted coins. I remember now. Let's try a firebomb. Okay, he does like that. He gave me a large Titanite shard. Now, you can't use the same item and keep doing that. He only does it once per playthrough. See? So, if you go follow the lists of items that he likes or trades with you, you can only do one item at a time on that list. Like, you can't use the same item again. He only does one. And then you go down the list and do the next item, just one, and then the next item. So that's how that works. And then the next playthrough you can do that then. Those items again. The only way you can get a Titanite slab from him, which I usually do, is you get a coiled sword later, which is in I'll show you later in the further walkthroughs. It's a permanent item. You can teleport back to bonfires, and you can use it like forever. It's a really good item. That's why it's very valuable. If you give it to the crow, he gives you a slab, which I always need a slab. It maxes out whatever weapon you're trying to infuse or level up with. If you go up here, I already did this already, but if you go up here to the top, you get a Firekeeper soul. And then you give it to the Firekeeper lady, which is the one that levels up your souls. And it allows you to heal the Dark Sigil, which it had to do with the Yol character earlier. It's like lifts a curse of some sort, which I don't have that whole story on either. But you get it right here. That's the only thing that's up here, which is kind of weird. Like, you would think there's a bunch of stuff to get up here, but there's not. So you go down here, and the only other thing to do in this area is to drop down, which there was an armor set, and then there was a ring to get. Oh well, there. I think that's the armor set. I should have went down that way. But it's not important enough. I'm not going to risk dying going that way. But yeah, you can easily die doing this. I mean, you will take a little bit of health, but not much. But unless you drop the whole way down. You know, for the heck of it, I'm going to give it a shot. I want to go try getting it. The best thing to do is have the cat's ring on if you find it. And I forget where that's at. Without, like, actually looking and playing the game. So, just for giggles, I'll go try to get that armor. But it might require you to have the cat's ring, so I could die during this. I will try not to. This will at least give you insight on like what to do and what not to do. So if I die, then so be it. That'll at least show you like, hey, that's not a good idea. But if I make it, then give it a shot. So we'll go back up this way. I won't go. I won't go up the ladder. The only reason that ladder's there is so you can go trade with the crow faster. But you can't go back up on the wall. So going this way. You drop down again, but now you would go. See, look at that. That's kind of way out there. Shoot. How did I do that before? I haven't done that in a while. It's what okay. You kind of have to do like a jump roll. Let's give this a whirl. I could die. Oh my gosh! I made it. Look at that. You get the Firekeeper set if you're into just getting everything in the game. I guess you can go off that way. There you go. I just did it successfully on the first try. Well, I've done it with my other guy once, but I didn't care to have the set that much. Like, you don't need to duplicate the set. So now that I have it, it just makes you look pretty. What does her set look like? Yeah. Firekeeper. See, there's that woman's headgear. I think I killed her before. Did I pass it? Firekeeper. Unless they named it something else. Sometimes they name like certain parts differently. Now they'll definitely name it Firekeeper. See, here it is, Firekeeper robe, and then it would be at the bottom then. Oh, I don't think it came with head apparel. I think it just came with lower apparel. Yeah, see, you just pick your own headwear then. Yeah, see. It's nothing big, but if you like to like change up your stuff once in a while, I mean, it gives you an option. So that's how you get that. But you really gotta be good with your jumps for that. So that pretty much summons up the Firelink Shrine. As you play the game, things change in here. You talk to the same... If you did something with somebody's storyline, you go back and talk to that person. They will give you an item and then maybe another quest. Like the guy over there at that throne, like if you continue his quest, he'll move. You go talk to him where he tells you he's going to go. Same goes with like other people. So just make sure you pay attention to their storyline when you talk to them. But however, if certain people's storyline might require you to kill somebody, which will kill their storyline. So you gotta figure out what type of who do you want to follow in this playthrough and who you don't want to follow. But before you decide to kill anybody, if you do, make sure you buy all their stuff first. So that's what I would recommend. But yeah, that sums up the Firelink Shrine. So tune in for the next video. I will either do Cleansing Chapel next or Fair and Keep. So just tune in.